And we live in a world of opportunities today. If you want to communicate in the digital space, there are so many alternatives, so many ways to reach consumers, and in a very creative way.
I think it's an enormous opportunity, but I think that pace of change can sometimes be a little bit breathtaking, if not a little bit overwhelming for some people. So it's really key to stick to the consumer. So the technology is almost irrelevant. It's what the consumer does with it, how they integrate it into their lives.
What recessions and downturns do, and the digital industry has been through a couple of them in its time, is it makes people really focus on what really works, what's effective, what's the right kind of way forward.
The great thing for startups and innovative players is that the big companies play safe, they cost cut, they focus on that, that's mainly what they focus on. They take far fewer risks and innovation suffers.
There's much more accountability. So every impression needs to be targeted, every impression needs to be seen by the right person. Obviously online is the right medium for accountability.
Every single client everywhere looking 2 years out is looking at it with complete uncertainty, and that requires us to be very flexible, requires us to be very agile.
And something that really blew my mind comes from the music industry. The recent launch of the Oasis campaign, album, where what they did was, before actually the album came out, they uploaded the melodies and the music sheets and the lyrics to their songs up on their website and encouraged the amateur bands to download those and actually play their song before they've even heard them and actually put them up on the YouTube. I thought that was marvellous. That was brilliant way of getting people engaged in your work.
What one of the agencies have done is taken their football properties, you know, the players that they have, Cesc Fabregas in particular, and created an online TV show featuring Cesc Fabregas, inviting fans to bid to come and be in the audience. The programme's on Sky, on broadcast TV, as well as on the internet, so it's a terrific example of cross-platform synergy. It's been so successful, they're now doing it across Europe with other players. It was a great project.
Some things we do on a regular basis is to look on social networks like Flickr, YouTube, what our consumers are posting about our brands. It's one of the most interesting things that you can do. And it's a very interesting way to start the conversation, because you start the conversation from their perspective and not from yours.
We have a lot of galleries that are open for users to actually show off their models. We have created a virtual designing tool so they can create virtual models as well and show it off there. And users can actually vote for which models are best. So in essence, we can get a test by fire if some models work or not.
It's a very different world, and I believe the way our company went from marketing very unidirectionally, thinking about the brand in a very unique and beautiful way, and having now to look at the world fundamentally in a segregation of hundreds of different channels and hundreds of different ways to approach the brand. I think that's pretty innovative.